Oh, yeah. Oh, you would have thought I'd get to grips with this live thing by now, wouldn't you? Hello. I mean, I say it's going to be quick, and it drags on for hours, doesn't it? Um, I will try and keep more to the point. Okay. Hi, hi. If you're a new subscriber, thank you, thank you. It's good to have you on board and in the in the Tenor Towers. So I'm gonna have to. Not that I've made any notes at all, but what am I supposed to be talking about? Right. Yes, giving up the old makeup. As you may recall, last year I was kind of thinking about it. Okay, nothing was set in stone, but since the age of 17, I've been in and out of makeup, and not that I'm getting bored, because it's been my way of life for so long, you know. But I feel now I would like to breathe, you know. The goth thing isn't going because, you know, it's such a part of my life and who I am. You know what I mean? I will always be goth, but having said that, you don't need makeup to be goth. You know, you don't need to be dressed head to foot in black or purple or whatever your brand is. Okay. Um, I've just reached the time of life where I just it's be, it's becoming a lot more of a struggle, to and God bless you, God bless you. You say things like, "Oh, you look amazing," and that's very kind. But I I don't know. Like, I just want not to wear it, you know, and the time it takes as well to like, you know, if you've been with the channel like 4 years ago, so when the channel really started to see its numbers, um, you may recall that I shaved, and then put the makeup. So as the years have gone on, I've not even bothered that, and it's a slippery slope. Um, and I'm becoming less. It's becoming a hassle where I really want to get into the studio and do a reaction. Um, so I know elder goths, some elder goths, that they will be in makeup until probably the day they die. You know, um, it's right for them. It's not right for me at the stage of my life I am at now. You know, um, but yeah, I will always be goth. I don't necessarily have to. I mean, special occasions like big milestones, I will get out the old makeup, and it will be more of an occasion, I think, because I don't do it every day. You understand what I'm saying? So that's that. Um, the house, okay. Um, a lot's happened in a very short amount of time. Okay. Um, and we have found a house we like. Okay. I'm not going to say too much more. I'm quite superstitious. So I don't want to say too much in case it's the kiss of death, but it's looking quite hopeful. Okay. And of course, if we get the house, you guys will, uh, I will do a house tour. Okay. You know, when you sit on good news, but because anything can happen really in but you can't help but be excited at the same time. So you're in limbo. You're in limbo. It's one of those. And it's nothing like this house. Um, which in a way I'm glad it's not, because if it was similar to this house, I wouldn't be feeling like I'm feeling right now. Um, I love this house so much. Um, it's a real 1930s, you know, um, property, and although it's been done up, you know, it's got such character. It's where my mind's at the moment, guys, is because I know this is being sold in like months, you know, it won't be mine. Um, and I can't view this as a home anymore. See, I'm getting like, but we've had a couple of really good years here. The first real home that we we were lucky to get, and I can't quite believe in a matter of months we will no longer be here, and having to start all over again and saying goodbye to neighbours. Of course, we'll keep in contact, but it won't be the same. Like just going over the street and having a chinwag, or it's different. And this this house, this home was just what I needed after temporary accommodation, and I'm just sorry that it couldn't last a bit longer. Um, so yeah, um, and that's really where my sadness comes from. It's the only house that has felt like a home, and I know that probably sounds like mushy and cliche and like, oh god, change the gramophone, record. It's only bricks and mortar. Um, but we've lived in quite a lot of properties throughout our lives, and you know. this house became a home. And I can't say that about every single, well, it's never happened, you see. So, and I'm going to be really beside myself saying goodbye to this house. I know it sounds utterly bizarre, and but that's the kind of person I am. My emotions, uh, I don't know. I don't know. Is that weird? Saying goodbye to a house that you're never going to see again. I think because we were so happy here as well, you know. Um, so yeah. Um, but you know, everything happens for a reason, I suppose. So if you look at it like that, and Jay has just walked through the door. I hope it's him and not burglar. Oh, he's getting the shopping in. Sorry. Oh, I forgot he was doing the shopping from work. Do you need a hand? Do you need a hand? What? What? By the way, I'm live streaming. Do you need a hand? It's all right. We've got a comment. Let's have a look. Hey from put my teeth in. Hey from Denmark. I've enjoyed your reacts to King Diamond. My question is, what do you privately listen to? It depends very much on how I'm feeling. I describe myself my music taste. It's very collective. Are you sure you don't need a hand? So I'm my parents were massive 60s fans, you know, late 50s, early 60s. So I grew up really, although I was a child of the 80s, um 60s really rooted me in solid, you know, um music. And um what do I privately, you know, well, to answer that, I suppose, what what do I listen to when, not now, but when I was doing my face up, you know, doing the makeup. Um it changes. It could be. I mean, jazz is way up there. You know, Ella, Sarah, Billy, um, uh, Bessie, um, you know, Louis. I listen to it all. You know, because that's very good ear training for me as a vocalist. You know, and I I surround myself with tragedy, sorrow, heartbreak, and I love the way jazz is like so um interchangeable, you know. Um just when you think you're not getting a resolve, it resolves at the 11th hour, you know. So jazz to me is always going to be my love, really. Um, I listen disco, um, for the, um, the real instruments. You know, you can really tell the difference between, uh, um, live studio instruments as opposed to this is found on a computer and it just sounds like the brass section. No, it doesn't. Doesn't. If you've got ear training, it doesn't. Uh, I know that sounds really like bitchy, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. You know, um, and I suppose I will always be that rock fan because that's where once I got into Queen, once I got into Meatloaf, you know, that was it for me. And I like those kind of artists because it's not plastic songwriting. You know what I mean when I say that? It's actually a story that actually means something as opposed to plastic pop throwaway, just like throw anything in the lyrics. If it rhymes, it's a song. Um, you know, I I want more, and rock really does deliver that. And rock plus, if I was to rock plus, and it's due to this channel and you guys actually that I'm such an avid metal fan. You know, when I found Nightwish, that was like, whoa, how have I missed the boat on this? That blew my world. And I mean, King Diamond, I mean, he's so special that, I mean, to me, it. He's not only got a cray cray like range, which any male singer would die for, but it's the whole theatrical production. You feel as though you're in the room with him. You're somehow a part of that scene. And again, I go back to real storytelling. So, like poetry, it's like, oh my God, that is so genius to view it from that angle, rather than the obvious angle. To take a kind of detour and see it from that is brilliant. So yeah, but I don't really. I have artists and songs that I'm kind of "Ugh, not for me really." But I'll be honest, if someone requests that, I'll gladly sit through it. But if I think it's a pile of the other, I'm not going to lie to you. It might get me hate in the hate comments. This is what I really don't get about the fan base. They some fan bases are so toxic, and I'm thinking there's no need for that. You asked me what I thought of it. I'm telling you, okay. I'm sorry if it's not the answer that you want, but you see what I mean. It's terrible. Um, okay, I'm next back with you on Monday, um, where we do some serious reacting. Thank you guys for all the news subs. Subs. Really appreciate it. You know, I'm still a tadpole in the pond of reacting. Um, so I appreciate that people are still watching me, really, after the pandemic. But yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend, whatever you have planned, and make it a good one. Okay, bye.